Hi, my name is Allison Fox, and I will be discussing digital forensics. Digital forensics is a branch of forensic science that deals with recovering and investigating materials found on digital devices. This type of forensic science is used in criminal and civil investigations. The technical aspects of digital forensics can be broken down by the device being investigated, for example, a computer or a cell phone. Forensics scientists take the information found on these devices and compile evidence supporting or refuting the charge against a criminal. I'm going to be discussing the purpose of digital forensics, the impacts that digital forensics has had, the technical aspects of digital forensics, and the relationship digital forensics has to data. The purpose of digital forensics is it deals with the discovery investigation of information found on digital devices, usually in relation to computer crime. The digital information recovered by digital forensic scientists is most often used in court and in law investigations as evidence against a defendant. Digital forensics has made it possible to recover information from computer devices, whether it has been deleted or not. This information can range from documents to search history on the computer. These two pictures were taken from Google, and this picture just shows like that it's used in courts, and this picture shows that a computer is a lot like a crime scene because of all the evidence that is on computers. Next, I'm just going to be discussing the impacts digital forensics has. Digital forensics has played a role when it comes to solving and preventing digital crimes. Digital forensics is used in cases of theft of property, financial fraud, hackers, the distribution of viruses and worms. Intellectual property would consist of confidential data like customer data. Financial fraud would include victims' information to conduct fraudulent transactions, and hackers penetrate systems and take advantage of people's weaknesses in software and get certain programs or onto other computers. Without digital forensics, it would have been hard to even know where these crimes were occurring, never mind who was committing them. This graph just describes the process of digital forensics from data identification all the way to getting the data, analyzing it, displaying the data, and using it in reports. In my interview video, my friend discussed the impact of digital forensics from her point of view. I first took a video of me interviewing my friend on my phone, and then took a second video of the lab on my iPhone. I uploaded both videos to YouTube and used the video editor to combine them. Also used the editor to add text and music, then published the video via YouTube and posted it to my site. Digital forensics has had a huge impact on society. Criminals of all types have been affected by digital forensics, and many of these criminals would not have been convicted if it wasn't for digital forensics. It has allowed for the tracings of criminal activities online. Information lost or deleted from computers may be recovered as evidence, and criminals can now be processed regardless of geographical location. None of these things would be possible if it wasn't for digital forensics. Digital forensics also obviously plays a role in computer science, but it is clear from the information above that it also plays a huge role in the criminal justice system and with law enforcement. Picture to the left just shows some tools that digital forensic scientists use to get information off computers and phones, in this case, phones. This is just a video answering what digital forensics is and when you would use it. I'll play a little bit right now. And that's just some of the video, but you can watch more if you're interested. For digital forensics, people began to develop tools as early as 1980. The tools allowed these users to perform live analysis and examine computers and operating systems to extract the evidence. More recently, tools have developed that allow users of the tools to examine copies of media without using live forensics. One of the big ideas I decided to talk about was algorithms. Algorithms are widely used in digital forensics. Common hashing algorithms are important for digital forensic specialists when it comes to confirming that the forensic image is an exact copy of the file or disk. Algorithms are also important to quickly know the difference between good and bad files. This technique is used mainly when investigators are looking for specific malware, intellectual property, or in child exploitation cases or illicit images. This is just the same picture again, just looking at some of the technology that digital forensics uses to get information. Digital forensic software systems, like the ones in the tech page, can collect data from a hard drive or computers from storage devices like the cloud. Using the software, the specialists can get into other people's computers and look through all their files, even if they don't have the password or if the files are sealed. These softwares produce exact copies of the data on computers for evidence examination by the experts. A main concern with digital forensics is data privacy. There are some laws that dictate how much information could be taken from a computer, but many of the times privacy laws are undecided largely by the courts. This picture to the side was also gotten from Google, and it's just a picture of a bunch of words, data and privacy, data breach, all things that can happen with digital forensics. So this is my references page, and the reference I used the most was reference number 1. So if you click on the reference, you can see where I got a lot of my information. This is just a Wikipedia page describing what digital forensics is, growth in the fields, like the legal aspects, the tools, and the process of digital forensics. Okay, so to make my website, I used CSS coding and HTML tags. This is the HTML tags with the CSS coding. For the CSS coding, I just did an external CSS style sheet so that all my pages would have the same font, layout, and background that I wanted on the website. So I made this banner on the Pixlr editor. This editor allows you to overlap pictures and text and make them. I use Pixlr to also make the logo displayed on this banner. That is the end, but for more information or to visit this website, go to the link following this presentation.